In one of the frontline assault attempts, Russian infantry attempted to break through Ukrainian positions, relying on the element of surprise and armored vehicle support. The operation appeared designed to create sudden pressure on the Ukrainian defense line, hoping to disrupt the defenses and create a breach. However, none of them escaped the sharp eyes of the Ukrainian drone force, and the enemy's plans were shattered in a matter of seconds. The Ukrainian Armed Forces drone detachment detected the movement of the enemy column, leaving the enemy infantry no time for further maneuver. Through precise coordination and tactical ingenuity, the alert Ukrainian FPV drone pilots immediately launched a lethal response with a devastating precision strike. Within seconds, the target was locked on the controller's monitor. The combat drone launched at high speed, directly targeting the critical points of movement of the infantry and their support vehicles, the first explosion shaking the ground around the enemy. Footage from the battlefield shows the precise bursts from the FPV drone striking the enemy formation. One drone, one target, one destruction. And one by one, the enemy vehicles were reduced to puffs of smoke and burning metal. Several Russian soldiers remaining in formation were directly hit by this low-altitude airstrike, showing that no place is safe from the eyes and firepower of Ukrainian forces in the skies. The enemy forces, initially hoping for vehicle support, were faced with a harsh reality. That support was destroyed before it could even provide meaningful cover. The FPV drone attack not only crippled their mobility, but also shattered morale in a short time. This operation once again demonstrated the superior tactical and technological superiority of Ukrainian forces, particularly in the use of unmanned systems. In modern warfare, speed and precision are the keys to victory, and in this moment, Ukrainian forces demonstrated they possessed both. The enemy came confidently, but all they received was a welcome from the skies, sharp, swift, and deadly, while Ukraine responded with fire and accuracy. In less than a month, the unit SBU successfully eliminated over 2,100 Russian infantry personnel in various sectors of the front line. Relying on asymmetric combat tactics, high-precision reconnaissance, and the coordinated use of advanced UAV systems and artillery, the A Special Forces team systematically destroyed both concealed and open enemy positions. These operations not only inflicted heavy losses on Russian personnel, but also destabilized the morale of the invading forces on the battlefield. Thanks to close intelligence cooperation with frontline units and mastery of the terrain, each target was accurately selected and ambushed without giving them a chance to fight back. The success of A troops demonstrates Ukraine's superiority in modern warfare, based on information, speed, and precision. Their penetration into vulnerable zones under high threat demonstrates the exceptional professionalism and courage of the unit operators. The SBU command stated that operations of this kind will continue until Ukrainian territory is completely liberated from Russian occupiers. In a week of determination and deadly precision, FPV drone operators from the 45th Artillery Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces successfully completed their weekly target, the complete destruction of 8 combat vehicles belonging to the Russian invaders, reducing them to nothing more than smoldering metal scrap on the battlefield. This operation was part of Ukraine's systematic strategy to cripple the logistics and mobility of Russian troops. In a released video, footage clearly demonstrates the precision of each FPV strike, whether on enemy motorized infantry vehicles, logistics trucks, or ammunition carriers. With speed, silence, and pinpoint accuracy, the drones hurtled directly toward their targets, crashing and exploding with devastating force. There was no room for the enemy to react or flee. Every vehicle hit was instantly and brutally destroyed, demonstrating the skill of the FPV pilots of the 45th Brigade. The command stated that this was not only a tactical success, but also a strategic message that every enemy movement would be monitored, hunted down, and destroyed with deadly precision. The 45th Artillery Brigade continues to demonstrate high combat capacity on the battlefront, proving that technology and courage can change the course of war. At the same time, elite forces from Special Operations Center A, under the auspices of the Security Service of Ukraine, SBU, also have achieved remarkable success in counter-invasion missions. In a recent phone call to U.S. President Trump, Putin indicated plans to escalate the war in eastern Ukraine, and the Russians are ready to sacrifice tens of thousands of their soldiers for a political goal. Donetsk Oblast remains one of the hottest regions of Ukraine, where the Russians try almost daily to break through to the city of Pokrovsk, says Andrei, the commander of the battalion of the 32nd Separate Mechanized Brigade. Suspilnya reports. Russian troops use all possible forces and tricks to break through the Ukrainian defense, but unsuccessfully. According to the commander, they are even ready to sacrifice tens of thousands of their soldiers just to occupy or capture something. Recently, the president of Ukraine and the commander-in-chief reported the destruction of sabotage groups in this direction. As Andriy notes, Russia's tactics of using small sabotage groups of 2 to 3 people are not new. They try to sneak past the positions of the armed forces units to weaken the Ukrainian defense. On 14 July, Dmytro Zhmylo, a Ukrainian expert and the executive director of the Ukrainian Center for Security and Cooperation, said Kiev troops managed to stop the first wave of the Russian summer offensive. Currently, Moscow is trying to fulfill its main objective, which is the complete capture of Donetsk.